Yo, what is going on today, guys? It is VersaaCollectables, and we're back again for another video. This is actually going to be the second time I'm recording this. I kind of just tested the waters, and I kind of got through, so it's not going to be the full part. I'm going to try and do my best to show you guys everything, but this is going to be a new kind of video I've never done, where we're just going to sit down, we're going to chat, and we're going to just we're going to look through some of my collection. I kind of have some news to share with you guys. We're going to talk about just overall Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of in the first part when I tried recording, I kind of just lost track. I realized I need to be more focused on the conversation, and I was just, my brain was going everywhere. You guys would have lost your minds watching that video. You would have been like, what the heck is this guy on? He's psycho. He needs Adderall. um, but so we're gonna have a chill video, no face cam. You're just gonna have my voice. I apologize if the video lags a little bit. It usually only lags for like a few seconds. I don't know what's going on. I need to work on some new filming stuff, but this is definitely going to be a long video, guys. So first, let's start into some new things here before we get into the discussions. And I'm going to try and have pinpoints in my head. So if I say something and I'm like, okay, this is the first topic, I'm just trying to remind myself not to go off topic, okay? So first things first, guys, right here, I'm going to show you something. So we have some brand new sleeves. These are the strictly sealed sleeves, and they are very nice. So first off, guys, as you can see, is my camera lagged again there for a second. Hopefully it's not too bad. I am going through a sleeve change, which basically because I've been moving around my cards in my other binder a lot and taking stuff out. I went through a whole card like binder check. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything when it came to cards. Like maybe I missed a scratch on this one and it's not worth being in my collection, stuff like that. So doing that whole binder check and like taking cards out, like I kind of just got the sleeves dirty, fingerprints, like they're not that bad at all. And these sleeves kind of tie in with what I'm about to show you anyways. But so yeah, I have these new sleeves that we're going to use, and I just really thought it'd be nice to color code them. I already took out the first pack of the orange ones, but so let's move that aside and let me show you guys something else here that is happening. And so I am actually going to be using this binder here. It's a strictly sealed cardware binder. These are fairly new. I've only had the Gardner ones, so I'm very excited to use this. But I will show you guys everything. I started, like I said, because I recorded earlier. But as you can see, this is going to be my new home for my Cyber Dragons. And basically, guys, the reason why I'm doing this is because, one, like I said, when I was doing that binder check, I was moving around the cards, putting them in new sleeves. They were just getting dirty, and I was like, okay, I want some new sleeves. So I thought it'd be cool to do the color coding and everything. And this is going to be my Cyber Dragon's new home. This is where they're gonna live, and I'm like, okay, so let's move them in here. I'm gonna use the Alchemical Black binder that I was using for them, and I'm gonna use that for some of my other cards. It's still a nice binder. I was moving around cards. Some of the pockets have like fingerprint stains that you can't really do anything about. You know, it's a binder. But I wanted my Cyber Dragon stuff in a pristine, clean, new everything, new sleeves. They're not getting touched after this ever again because I went through and I checked everything. So that's basically that, guys. There's not going to be many cuts in this video. I am going to make one, though, here, and that's going to be one of the only ones. And I'm going to make sure I stay on topic. But I'll probably start the topic after I get through some parts of this here. But yeah, let me make a cut here, guys, and yeah, we'll get right back to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the cut there. So we're going to go through. I'm going to show you guys the first few cards again because I really wanted to show you guys conditions while I talk about this. So first, I guess I'll talk about the Cyber Dragon collection here first while I'm doing this before I go and talk about other stuff and get off topic. So we'll pull one of these guys out here, and then I'll put them back. I'm basically doing what I told myself earlier that I didn't want to do and start taking stuff out of sleeves again, but I'll do it just this once for the few. But basically, so with my Cyber Dragon collection, guys, I am going down to 1 copy each per card. As you guys know, especially on the channel, because I have been doing everything Cyber Dragon related. I have been wanting to collect playsets, and I've been trying my best to collect playsets. And to be honest, guys, I don't know if burnt out was necessarily the word, because I wasn't burnt out. I was very passionate, and I was like, okay, I really want to do this. Like, I want playsets. Like, let's do this. And I really just kind of came to the realization that it's borderline impossible. For the caliber of cards that I would like to collect, the conditions, just everything in that nature, it's just borderline impossible. And like some of the cards, like, you know, it just depends on the card, honestly. Like some of them, like they're super easy to get. I just can wait a little bit. You know, just patience. Patience has a lot to do with it, but it also is just a realization of like, you know, I would like to collect other stuff besides just Cyber Dragons. As much as Cyber Dragons are my favorite, it's not the only thing I want to collect. So for me, it's like, okay, oh dang, I got a little like dent on that sleeve. Okay, no, we're gonna have to use a different sleeve. I see that now. See, I'm already ruining shit. I'm already ruining shit. It's okay. We got this new one. Now I just got demonetized. So all right, well it's all right. He's never leaving this sleeve again. So but yeah, basically, guys, I just came to the realization that it's just borderline impossible. Like I'm not going to be able to collect play sets of everything as much as I would like to, especially because I have some certain cards on the way that are going to be huge additions to the collection for Cyber Dragon specifically. And getting play sets, like I'm not going to spoil anything, but getting a play set of some of the cards we're going to receive here soon is it's actually impossible. Like it would take me 2 lifetimes to find, and so I'm happy to find even just one of them at this point. So yeah, it's basically I just realized that it's a little it was just too much. It was too much to collect play sets. So going down to one, you know, it's still nice. The binder's still gonna look amazing. I'm still gonna be very happy with it. It just it makes things more realistic, and at the same time I can also eventually move on from Cyber Dragons and start collecting other stuff like e-heroes. Like you guys don't understand how much that's going to kill me. If I go as hard as I did with Cyber Dragons on e-heroes, I'm going to be there for years, which is fine, you know, like it's not a rush, you know, but at the same time it's like I've been collecting cybers for so long, and I don't want to say I'm bored of it, but like I'm just, yeah, I've done it for so long, and like I've been collecting so much stuff, so it's like when one day it's got to end. And so it's gonna make the collection just more, it's going to thin it out, it's going to be more realistic, we're going to have like a more realistic goal, and we're going to be able to just, yeah, be able to get this thing done and still have a very beautiful collection. Yeah, basically I'm just showing you guys just the cards I sleeved earlier. But yeah, I just obviously I reset the video, and I know the binder doesn't look great, especially with the lighting. I can try and push the lighting back, but I'll go through everything later in a better thing. But so this spot's actually going to be blank because I want to have a Asian English Sidra, and then so this next one, so then this one is actually going to be the tin Sidra. I guess I can put a placeholder there. All the copies that I have for that one, just so I don't forget. I don't want to forget. So if anything, I'll just have one placeholder. Um, I'll put them in. I'll put this one in the one sleeve that had the hole in it. There you go. So that works out nice. Or I guess it wasn't a hole. It's just like a little dent. I don't know. Just so I don't forget what's there. It's easy for me to remember what's there because it's the Asian English. But yeah, I'll keep it there for now. But yeah, so I doing all this here. Let me just get through the rest of these. This is also a placeholder. So like for example, guys, cards like this, like EEO4, like you guys probably look at it, and if you're not familiar with the set, it's just as hard to find these in Japanese as it is DRO4. Because if you guys don't know, this is the DRO4 equivalent. And so finding a play set of these, like as much as it's like not a super expensive card, it's just so hard to find. And it's like I don't want to waste my time with little stuff like this. So it's really just gonna help out overall. Here is the DRO4 Sidra we cracked from a slab. And so like for example, like this, like I know recently we cracked some DRO4 slabs, and like we got a Sidra and it wasn't up to par. This one is like mint, like super clean. You guys can see it right here. Very, very clean. Like really nothing wrong with it besides just waxing. So like this is mint, but me getting 2 more of these is literally just gonna, it's just a waste at this point too. It's also just a waste of money. So I have my 1 mint copy. I have all these other Sidras. So let's just, yeah, it's like, let's just settle down here. That's basically what it comes down to. Like, let's just settle down here. But there's that one. And then I think the last one on this page is actually going to be this one right here. So we have a pack fresh pulled LCGX, and like same with these things, guys, like 3 copies of this from LCGX. Like as much as I love opening that set, like I only want to open so many binders, and like there's so many different chances to get something else, so it's like I don't want to keep spending crazy money on those. You know, obviously there's other cards we want to pull, but like yeah, so this one I pulled pack fresh myself, so just gonna keep this one. I had like a Euro copy and like another NA copy, and they weren't that clean. Which guys, this binder check that I did recently, it saved me because what I realized is that back when I first started this collection, I wasn't looking at my cards under light like we have now. I just used my phone light. I want to make a video on this. You guys let me know if you would like to see it. But if you're a true collector, and like I hate to be mean, no, like sound mean, but if you're a true collector and all you use is your phone light to like assess your card conditions, you're doing it wrong. Like you are missing so much. So basically a lot of these cards that I found were not good because I used my phone light to check them, and you miss so much. You need a bright white light like this. Like I don't know the wattage or anything. I can leave down in the description what I have. You see everything. Like it's literally like being a mad scientist and looking at your cards. Like you literally can see everything. And so a lot of the cards like I looked at in the past that I thought were good were actually not good. And so after I checked them under like good lighting, and so it was just a way for me to check everything and just know that what I'm collecting is actually true. So all of these cards right here are good for the collection, except for this one's just a placeholder because I don't have one and I just don't want to forget what's there. That's going to be Asian English. But as you guys saw, they were all mint. Like they were all mint. So before we head on to the discussions of the other stuff, for my Sidra stuff, if I have extra copies outside of these ones that are mint, I will be keeping them because you know it's still nice for the collection. They'll just be in the back of the binder. Anything else that is not mint and I already have a mint copy will be for sale. If you guys would like to buy some of the mint extra copies I have, you can definitely throw me offers. The best way to hit me up is on Instagram. But I don't know if I'll be selling those. You know, I still enjoy them. They're just not going to be in the front row view. You know, I'm still going to be keeping them. I already have some on the side. I guess I can show you guys everything so far that would technically be for sale, since I messed up the first part of the video there. But yeah, so like this one kind of had like a scratch on it. Sorry if it lagged. That had like a scratch. This is the LCGX stuff, EEO4. So like those, like both of these, this is actually like a very clean JP copy. Like it has just one mark on the bottom. You can't even see it unless I take it out of the sleeve. It is literally mint besides one little spot down there. So yeah, it's just like a little mark. So there's things like this are going to be for sale, but everything else I'm going to be keeping because I still spent lots of hard time and effort for these. But we're going to keep moving along. Actually, I might make a cut here really quick. I know I don't want to cut it too much, and then we'll move on to the topics here. We'll keep going. All right, so now that we flipped over the page here, I gotta move my sleeves. But so we are moving on here. So how I have this going, guys, is I'm just going through the Cyber Dragon original artwork stuff, and then we'll move on to the all art. I don't know if this is gonna be one whole video or if I'm gonna make more. I might just make a whole other video. Maybe I'll save some of the other topics. You know, just post it randomly, or it's just gonna be one long video. I don't know. It could be 2 hours, guys. Like honestly, I don't know if you guys would really care for that. I might just do it. But we're gonna go over these. I think all of these were clean. So basically, like the thing is all the ones that are like mint and I have a playset, I'm just gonna pick one randomly that I think looks the best. The other ones are gonna be in the back of the binder anyways. So if come to find out that it's not that great, I have other options, you know. But all right, let's get into the first topics here. Where should I start with? So this is gonna be that moment where I'm like, okay, we're talking about this. Let me not stray away from the conversation here. All right, so let's go ahead and sleeve this guy up here. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I'm also not lagging because I feel like my stuff has been lagging, and I want to see if having this program open while I'm doing this is going to make it better. But we'll set that aside there. All right, so first thing we're going to talk about, guys, is we're going to talk about the modern Yu-Gi-Oh reprints, and we'll kind of just go from there and my thoughts there. So I also wanted to make this video to talk about this stuff because, you know, when I have free time, you know, which honestly isn't very much anymore recently, guys. I work a lot. I'm still in school, all this other stuff. This one's clean. This is like a super clean copy. I I don't have much time, and like I try to watch everybody that I can, my friends, other stuff, and like people on Instagram. So I try to do my best there, and I've just seen a lot of stuff, especially recently, as you guys have seen with Light of Destruction, you know, Retro Pack, so many conversations and discussions. So let's kind of start from there. Reprints, how I feel about reprints and everything that's kind of happened. Hopefully I don't need water during this video. I probably will. My voice is going to die. I'm going to be talking for straight ever. But honestly, I liked this copy the most for some reason. It just like looked the cleanest. Centering on it's pretty decent. We'll go ahead and slide that guy there, and I'll put the other two, since they are all mint, in a different pile there. Actually, I'm going to kind of get this guy down here just a little bit more. Just kind of push it down there a little bit. There we go. Just so nothing's sticking up at the top there. All right, this is the new resting home, guys. I'm excited. Everything's clean. It's gonna look so neat. All right, so back. Like, see, I'm already going off topic. But so reprints. So basically, for me, guys, when it comes to the reprints, you know, and I feel like a lot of people, especially because I've seen other people talk about it on other YouTube channels, I think we can all agree that Konami is really going into some crazy territory right now. Some crazy, crazy territory, because Light of Destruction and Retro Pack are no joke sets when it comes to collectors. Like, especially something like Light of Destruction, which, you know, I recently bought a first edition box. You guys saw that recently, and I did it because I was like, okay, they're reprinting Light of Destruction. Like, that is insane. Like, what, like, why would they do that? Can't remember. Oh, what the heck is up with this copy? Got like a little hole or something right here. It's got like a little scratch. See, like something like this, I would have missed. So that's not going in there. Is that the copy I pulled? I feel like that's the copy I pulled, guys, from my own box. So maybe that one's not going in there. Let's see here. Which one was this one? Is this the one? I don't know. We'll see. I didn't really like that one. So, but yeah, let me try and not derail myself here. But you know, like those are big sets, and like I was saying, you guys know that I bought Light of Destruction recently, and I bought it because I was like, okay, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, if prices shoot up, if whatever, like I just want to have it. I don't want to like get priced out if something happens. So I was like, okay, hold on, let's move this here. I don't think it's that good. Okay, we'll keep it there for right now. We'll check this next copy here. But yeah, the reprints are crazy. It basically just tells us that Konami will literally do anything for money, like call money. I really like that statement. This is the one that we pulled in that one video, and it's like all messed up. It's all messed up there, but it's got like that one foil line. Honestly, this one probably just gonna have to do it. I'm not sure about this one. This one will be the placeholder for now. Like the other ones, the other one we pulled pack fresh too, but it has like a little dot on it. Honestly, I might go back and change it, but this one, besides the factory stuff, is the cleanest. So we'll keep it at that right now. There's not much you can do about Gold Series. It's literally trash. But so yeah, guys, it's just it proves that it's not safe. And when I mean not safe, it's so hard to believe what Konami's gonna do. So like I get the reprints because many people, they want to open up old stuff and have that nostalgic feeling of like, oh yeah, like I opened this back in the day, or they didn't get to open this back in the day, and so they get that chance now. Like I get it for that, but it's just when you look at the collectors, it's just we're just getting pounded. And when I say we, honestly, I'm excluding myself, because I feel like I'm in a different boat of collecting, and that's not like a like trying to say like I'm better or something like that, you know, like my cards are more high end or like whatever like that. Like it has nothing to do with that. It's just I don't collect modern, like, and I don't collect reprint stuff like that, you know. So that's basically what I'm saying. But you know, you look at all these other TCGs, and then you know, there's literally channels that talk about, you know, like Magic, Pokemon, what is it, Lorcana, like Flesh and Blood, all of these other things. If I didn't say Magic already, Dragon Ball, One Piece, like all of this stuff. You have all of these other like card games, and there's literally nobody talks about Yu-Gi-Oh, because it's literally in its own realm of stupidity. Like, as much as I hate to say it, because of Konami. And it's tough. Like for me, it's kind of whatever. I got my first edition box from Light of Destruction. I don't really collect retro pack, but it really is just a like shove in the face to like every collector who's put all of their time and efforts into getting raw clean cards or like PSA 10s or spending thousands of dollars or holding on to sealed product that for something like that should have been, there's no G word guarantee in making money or like it shooting up in price, but it has such a good chance. And then Konami just like, ruined it. Like I don't know what else to say. And so for me, I don't like the reprints in general, even for the player base. Like I get it. There's like some light sworn cards people want, and so they want to be able to play with them and not spend a bajillion dollars. But it's like, it's a collectible card game for a reason. Like you gotta spend money. Like there's no way of not getting out of not spending money. And to be honest, it's like if you don't have the money, then you probably shouldn't be like playing the game. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird in an aspect like that. Yeah, it's just a fine line that they've just kind of broken, and it's like honestly, for other collectors, it's like I don't know, excuse me, I don't know how they're handling it all because to me, it's like I'm just staying away. So that's kind of my spiel on there. It's good for just to summarize, it's good for the people who want to have that nostalgic feeling. They want to open stuff. They want to do some stuff with friends, like use old cards, play in old formats. But for the collector, man, it's just a big like hit in the face, and it's like when are they gonna stop? Because then nobody wants to collect Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's why when you look at Yu-Gi-Oh prices compared to Pokemon, compared to anything, it's like we're at the low. We're so low. Like recently, guys, I've been astonished because I've actually been like selling stuff in my collection, and I'm like, I never hardly sell anything. So like when I think of prices, I low key think about prices back when I bought. And obviously I check and I'm like, I go on eBay, last sold, maybe TCG player, and I look and I'm like, dang, like that card dropped a lot. And I'm like, since when? Like that card to me is like this much, you know? And it just shows because Konami reprints everything, and it's hard to collect, which kind of is going to go into this other topic here that I want to say, and it's that in these times right now where market conditions are like really low, nothing's really selling that high besides like the normal regular stuff, maybe LOB, high end GX ultis, 5Ds, ghosts, like stuff like that. Like nothing's really like popping off, and to me it just shows that like for like to you to like Yu-Gi-Oh and collect Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to be a true collector and not be for the money, because there is no money. There is no money. Like anything you buy, nothing's supposed to just like go and shoot up in price right away, but anything you buy is like subject to Konami's wrath. So like it's really tough. So like in this times, it's like it really shows who's a true collector and who's not, because the true collectors are going to stay and they're going to see it as an opportunity, and they're going to be like, okay, like everything's cheaper now, let me hop in and let me try and make my move on some stuff. And then you have the people who are going to be like, oh, like there's no money to be made, and they're going to leave and go to Pokemon again. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, give my voice a second here and we'll continue this. I'm trying my best. Okay, I've been at work. My voice is dying. I probably should have brought some water. um but yeah, just on the topic of you just got to be a true collector. If you're not a true collector, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh is not the place for you, because it's just built different. Yu-Gi-Oh is built different. So if you're here to make loads of money, sorry, you're in the wrong place. You got to go to Pokemon or go to One Piece. I don't care. But yeah, you just have to be a true collector in this market, which I feel like, I hold my own ground in that aspect. This kind of goes to what I was saying earlier about like I'm on a different playing field of collecting. At least when I see most people, people have, I'm friends with a lot of YouTubers, friends with a lot of other collectors, big collectors, small collectors on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, even my own Twitch streams. Like people come out there and just, hang out and talk with Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. And like, while there's lots of people who have like set goals, or maybe it's like set lists, it's like like they can be easily swayed by modern stuff and things like that. And it's like for me, it's like I only collect GX. Like I literally only focus on the old like GX stuff I really like to collect. And it really helps because I don't get swayed into these co-money problems where, you know, reprints or like modern stuff. And it's just, yeah, basically I'm cool where I'm at. Like I'm cool just collecting what I like, and you guys can see it. And it's that, you know, I have like several $100 cards in this binder that we're going through right now, Cyber Dragons. Like this card right here is probably worth like 5 or 10 bucks. So like I have a $5-10 card, and then I have like, you know, one that might be like a grand or like whatever. Like it's not, you know, I collect what I like. And so I feel like, you know, the biggest thing right now, like I was saying, I'll say it one more time, is right now, you got to be a true collector. If you're not a true collector, it's going to be very rough for you because Yu-Gi-Oh is just not where it's at right now in that sense. So these Cyber Dragons right here are actually not clean at all. So like these will be like for sale or like other stuff. I have something very very awesome coming, guys. Stay tuned because it's gonna be insane. But so this, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but you guys, if you see it, you see it. Okay, if you see what happens, like here in a few seconds, you might know. But I think this is the only clean copy that I have. Okay, no, this is not the clean copy, guys. Look at that. It's so trash. It's so nasty. I bought these from freaking what's his face. Honestly, I'm not gonna talk trash. I have a personal gripe, but it's nothing crazy. So I think this one is actually the clean one. Let me double check again. I thought I saw some stuff. Might have to just try and find one clean copy. I think it was just on the back. I think it's just this little print line there, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's a strong card. I don't know if it'll make it, but it's not too bad. If like see, this is more manageable because I can find I can find potentially one better copy than this someday. But getting three for dual terminal, guys, it's literally impossible. Like these cards, like I don't know, dual terminal's been like the hardest ones to find because nobody kept them in good condition, I swear. Like they're like not even that expensive. All right, so what did we talk about? So we talked about the reprints. I feel like how I don't like reprints. It just kind of put a bad image on Konami and the collectors. You got to be a true collector in this market. What's another point? I guess just modern. I guess like another thing for me is like just talking about like YouTube and like the communities and stuff. Like as you guys know, like on my channel, I don't consider myself a an opening channel. You know, I open some stuff occasionally, and you know it's because of stuff like I want to open because I want pack fresh cards for my collection or it's GX related. But you know, I get a lot of requests about like, you know, oh, are you gonna open this set when it comes out or like whatever. And you know, even if it's like a somewhat GX related set, you know, I'm just like no. It's like I don't know about you guys. It's like I just can't get into modern, and it just ties in to everything with I guess we can check this card too just in case. I feel like I checked all of these and everything came out good. But it's just so hard for me to want to get into modern because I just don't like it. Like it follows the principle of like, you know, collect what you like. So it's like just because it's new or hype or like, you know, the other people on YouTube are opening it, it's like I don't fall into that trap. That I call it the Call of Duty trap. Okay. If you guys ever played lots of Call of Duty, and especially for me now, like back in the day, like I played so much Call of Duty, probably up until Ghosts was like my main time of playing Call of Duty. And I hate every COD now. It's just not fun. The community's not the same. And it just has, and this is how it ties into modern, I guess, before I spill into everything, is like, you know, every year a new Call of Duty comes out, and it's like I've gotten past that point of like, oh, I think this Call of Duty is gonna be good. Like I'm gonna buy it. Because with modern sets, it's like I don't have any enjoyment. And it's like, you know, I see everybody else like, oh bro, this is gonna be like a good set. It's like you should get it, like all this stuff. And like I almost fall into that Call of Duty trap of like, yeah, I think it'll probably be good. Like, let me open this. and it's like I have no fun doing it. And I really like what I'm doing with my YouTube channel and my collection, because while I'm growing my own collection and being content with that on my own, I'm also able to share it with you guys, which I think is just really important as well. And I do different things as well. But this kind of ties into just like everybody else I see in the community. I can't I'm not rich. That's one thing, is like it might seem like it, but I'm not rich at all, okay? And so for me to be able to collect this stuff, it's like, I work very hard, and like I can't afford to collect what I like and just open up every modern product, which I'm sorry, I know I get a lot of people in the comments who are like, you should open this, or like, are you going to do like a video on this? And it's just like, as much as like I would kind of like to, or it's mostly that I don't have the time, it's like I really just like to focus on my own stuff. Like the most recent modern thing I even opened or did anything with was Crystal Revenge, because it was directly related to GX. It was the first printings of the advanced crystal beasts, like the dark crystal beasts. And so that was huge GX relation. And because it was the first printing, it's like, yeah, no brainer. Like I need that for my collection. Like it fits my goals. And that's one thing that I want to talk about, is like, you know, a lot of these opening channels, and it's not bashing anybody. Like I have plenty of friends who like do openings and stuff, and like their channel's like awesome, like I enjoy watching it. They make great content, it's fun to see people open, but it's like I can't do that, because I feel like a lot of people are in this and it goes both ways. Before I say anything, like it goes both ways. Like I think a lot of people are in this trap of like they gotta always produce content, and so to produce content, they have to open the newest stuff because, it's the cheapest, because they can't always, everybody can't always open the new, like the oldest stuff all the time. That's why box breaks exist, and like not everybody can afford that. So to get content out, you gotta sacrifice the money you would spend on your own collection to open, new product and stuff, just to get the views. And it's like, I don't know, that it isn't for me. It definitely isn't for me. Oh, look, there's like a little, it's like a little indent right there. Even noticed that? Huh. That is very interesting. All right, so that one is definitely not even going into the binder. That's kind of crazy. I didn't even notice that. See, like stuff like this, we're going through, we're seeding out everything. So we're going to be able to find the ones that actually are going to stay in the binder, but that's crazy. I wonder how that happened. I'm very curious how that happened. But so there's just a lot of stuff when it comes to, I don't want to fall into that trap, because I feel like, and it goes my way too with like my channel, guys. Like obviously I don't open all the modern stuff, and I spend a lot of money on like older stuff in my collection. And so I can't make videos as much as the other guys because I got to save my money so that I can, buy the stuff I want and do like the videos that I want to do. But yeah, I see this, like I just see this trap of like, the bigger people or like some other friends sometimes, where it's like, they probably have fun. They probably have fun doing it. But like, I also see that they have like collection goals. And I'm like, it's so hard for people in that state that only open to like actually work on their collection, because they constantly have to sell their collections off and things that they get so that they can keep buying new stuff to open. And so like I don't ever want to get to that point where I'm like, okay, like I can't have my collection because I got to make videos. So that's kind of one thing there that I've noticed recently. And I'm just like, okay, like I don't want, I want to stray away from that. And I know it like I said, it makes content kind of slow down, but I would rather have it be slow and me actually do something that I enjoy and that you guys can enjoy, than just push stuff out and open random things that I don't care about. Cause like if I was to open anything as a modern recently, like I would just I would sell everything off immediately, and like it would just be like a waste of time, like I wouldn't be that thrilled with putting out that content. But I hope you guys have been enjoying seeing the beautiful cards here. Like I said, hopefully the screen hasn't been lagging. I've been watching it this whole time, and I see little bits and pieces. Eventually I'm going to work on it and see if I can find like a better source of recording, or if I can find the issue. But I didn't see any major lag. But my voice is definitely dying. So I think, okay, yeah, so there's this copy right here. I think the only thing wrong with it is that it has like a little tiny nick up there. Honestly, I'm still gonna keep it. But guys, this okay, for example, when I was talking about cards that like shot down in price, these 20th anniversary cards, guys, I will tell you, I was buying them at like 200 a piece, okay? Because at the time, these were the only ones. There was no quarter century and all of that stuff. And this is modern, okay? Like this is modern. And like I got shafted. You know what I mean? Like and that's not to say anything because I still enjoy the card. And that just goes back to the part of being like, you gotta be a true collector because like I still keeping them. Like, I still love them. But yeah, like these cards like shot down in price. And it's kind of crazy just looking back because yeah, I was paying because they were up to like 250 a pop at some point. Like these cards were expensive. Now they just kind of dropped down because Konami is just doing unnecessary reprints. Like this thing got another 25th. Like we have the English version and the Japanese version. Like it's just all over the place. It is just all over the place, but they're still cool to have. We are almost through the Cyber Dragon section, and I'm just kind of building up a pile here. We have just like a few more stacks of cards here. Let's see what else. What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, like look at these. Oh god. All right, guys, I saw the lag, so sorry for that. I'm gonna have to make a cut. I was pulling this out, like, I don't know why, guys. Like, this was one thing I don't really care for this card, like, this rarity. Like, I think I bought it because at the time, I was like, okay, like I need an extra spot for something. I was like, I need an extra spot, and I didn't know what to put there, and so I just randomly put this like the hidden arsenal stuff, and like I really don't like it. I'm trying to make sure I'm still in the right spot here. Okay, EO4, all that stuff. Okay, got the placeholders. Okay, so but I mean, sure, I'll put this card in there. Like I'm literally just gonna sleeve this one, and I don't care about the other ones. It's new. Like if it has factory stuff, whatever. Like it'll it'll be fine. Like it is what it is. Yeah, I'll just stick it in there. I'll keep it in there for now. But we're almost done through the original art Cyber Dragon stuff. So we will move on to the all art stuff, and we'll see if I have a little more things to talk about. Honestly, I kind of talked about everything right now at this point. But yeah, it's just that's just kind of the overall state that I feel with Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm still gonna continue to collect. Am I really gonna slow down? No, because I'm collecting. I'm collecting what I like, and that's the biggest factor. What's one thing I can talk about? Oh yeah, like the what I was talking about before when I did the first try on this recording was the like for example the new the it's really popular right now, the one quarter century like super rare from one of the sets, the like Blue Eyes Ultimate whatever card. I don't know if it's because it's playable or like it's playable and it's super hard to pull. I know it's definitely hard to pull. I don't know the playability, but it is actually insane, guys. Like that card recently jumped up to like a grand or something like that. And because I just follow stuff on Twitter, like I see stuff on my other like Instagram accounts and stuff, and like that is scary to me, guys. Like that is so scary. This is a, speed duel card, so like they really don't get any better than this, and I'm gonna keep the other ones in the back anyway. So I'll just sleeve this first one. He's the lucky duck, and he's going in to the binder here, and he doesn't have to worry about any competitors for the rest of his life. But like that's scary, guys, because so many people are buying this card, and I just have this crazy fear that like Konami's just gonna like drop the hammer and it's gonna get reprinted in some like, I don't know, some like tin or something. Like that's what always happens, right? Everything gets reprinted in a tin, which the newest tin that's coming out as of recently, whenever this video gets uploaded, I know they are dropping a Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon quarter century rare, and I will be buying it because it doesn't have very many high rarities. So like I definitely want to get the highest rarities. So I will be buying that one. I don't think I'll be buying anything else. But I think this is almost the last stuff, but I'm just really scared, guys, that that card's gonna get like reprinted. Like it's actually gonna be insane if it does. Because there's gonna be so many people who bought it. And I think, okay, here's another topic we can talk about. We can look at the back of this card. I sold my other two copies on my Instagram already. They were really clean, except this was the only one that didn't have a print line on the artwork. The other ones had a print line. So it was actually really nice. So this is like the cleanest one. And it's got a foil shift, which I really don't care about, but it's like a side foil shift, which is just kind of cool to me, just a little bit. Um, yeah, so really cool card. I sold the other two. It's kind of nice. Like I know I'm going off topic again, but it's kind of nice trimming down the collection. It feels a little more just in place and not crazy. Like I actually feel like I'm going to be able to make progress. All right, so then there's also these ones. Like these ones are all like new. Like I'll just check this one, and if it's clean, I'll just throw it in the binder, and then we'll put the other ones in the back. But okay, so I think, oh, there's like something on the top there. So it's still clean. It's just like a little factory mark. So I'm just gonna throw it in a sleeve, but then it'll just be in the back of the binder. All right, there you go. But yeah, basically what I'm talking about is I'm just scared for anybody who's buying that card, because that thing's gonna get reprinted in a tin, and everybody's gonna get mad. And that's another thing that I've been seeing recently is there's so many people upset with like the cycle of cards and Konami and like ban lists and reprints, because this is like talking about players now. Like this isn't even collectors. It kind of ties into collectors, but like, you know, it's so hard. Like, and I see comments, like I sometimes watch like YouTube videos that don't like have everything to do with collecting. It's more like the player base, because there's a lot more people who make Yu-Gi-Oh videos about playing than collecting. Let's be real. Like the community is so small. You see it in the views, you see it in everything. Like people are here to play Yu-Gi-Oh. They're here to play. They're not here to collect, which that's to me what makes collecting really cool. But anyways, I just see all of these people complaining. They're like, you know, like they got to spend like thousands of dollars on like the newest best deck with the best like power creep, and then Konami just bans a card or they reprint it, and it's like all of these players are losing money like just buying all this stuff, and they can't recoup. And I kind of feel that. And it's like some of the collectors who might want some of that modern stuff or playable stuff, you know, they don't want to buy it either, because then they don't feel safe that it's not going to get reprinted. So it's like, why would they risk it and buy off of this person so that they can have money to buy their new deck when they know it's just going to get reprinted? And it's just a hideous cycle. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But this is the binder right now, guys. My voice is kind of dying and you can hear it. But we did just finish off the Cyber Dragon spot. So I have a list here. It is terrible. You're going to see my handwriting. Excuse me. You're going to be like, what the heck? Okay, so here's Sidra, okay? So this is the upcoming stuff in the newest set. So I think it's going to work perfect. Or no, there's 4 cards. Okay, so it has an Ultra, a Secret Rare, the Ulti, and the new Quarter Century. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that slot there, and then this is where we're going to move on to the other stuff. I'm going to make a quick cut here, and we're going to start working on the other Cyber Dragon stuff. All right, guys, so this video is already about 50 minutes long. I definitely got ahead of myself. I really thought I was going to actually have enough time to redo the whole binder. But basically, guys, what I'm going to do, I honestly don't have much to talk about. You know, we were kind of talking about some stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you guys kind of like all of the conditions and other stuff of like certain things. And then I'm going to kind of show you the complete binder. Because yeah, I kind of I thought I was gonna have a lot more to talk about. You know, I could just sit here and ramble, obviously, but I don't think you guys would like to hear me ramble that much. I didn't realize how long this was actually gonna take, but I'll record like the whole thing, and we can kind of go over some stuff. But you'll kind of see the collection here. But yeah, I don't I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk the entire time, because that's like, I should have maybe done this as a live stream or something, to be honest. But you know, I'm already halfway in. I'm not gonna go back and re-sleeve everything again just for the sake of the video. So, but yeah, like these cards are clean. You know, honestly, I guess, you know, maybe I can just sit here and let's look over the cards together. To be honest, if anybody wants to stay here and watch the video, sure. Like you can go ahead, you know, kind of talking about a lot of stuff. I don't know, like what's some other things we can talk about like Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe that'll, oh god, as I drop that card. Good thing this isn't expensive. It's just an ADDS, the dual disc promo. These ones don't want to go into the in the sleeve that well. Okay, there's that one. Here's a third one. These, okay, so like guys, so this is like one thing too, is like the ADDS cards, like you what is it? The Cyber End one, which is later on. hope maybe in this video, I don't know, maybe I should, do I just cut this up, guys, and like talk about something different another time? Like, I don't know, this is the thing, is like, this is like the only time I have to like do this stuff, so I kind of want to take the time to do everything, but I don't know. This, yeah, it's I don't want to ramble basically. This is kind of just everything we're doing here. All right. Let's see if I can get that card even down in there. Like, geez, this one's don't want to move. You don't want to move down there. I don't want to like push them down too much on the top and cause any damage. So, okay. That looks like it went through. What is it? We'll do this one. So what was it? It was 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So this one's going here. The other two are gonna be in the back of the binder. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I don't know. Like, honestly, yeah, like I pretty much talked with everything. We talked about the reprints, just collecting and everything that way. I don't know, maybe I put a stop here, guys, and maybe I just slowly redo the binder, or maybe I just record another half when I have something to talk about, and we can just kind of go over what I have so far. Maybe I'll just make this like a big 2-part video. I'm pretty sure. So this one, I don't think I pulled. Maybe I did pull this one. I pulled 2. I'm pretty sure I pulled 2. Yeah. So both of these are pack fresh because I remember pulling 2 of them. One was in my buddy D Legend's video. Make sure you guys go check him out. He's a really cool dude. He opened some stuff up for me. So I think these 2 should be pack fresh because I pulled one myself and then he pulled one. So basically just either one is fine. But like, yeah, guys, like to pull a third one of these, like obviously we got pretty lucky and it isn't necessarily like too hard, but I didn't want to go through the trouble of like trying to pull 3 of these. So it's kind of nice. Oh, look, we ran out of sleeves. Hopefully we have enough sleeves. I feel like I didn't have that many cards. hopefully I don't have too many. Let me see, because this is, oh shoot, what the heck? Okay, which one is not the good one? Kind of forgetting here, but I mean I should be able to tell. I feel like this one is not one that I pulled, one that I bought. I can't even tell. Well, I guess there's that. I definitely should be able to tell somehow. I feel like I didn't pull this one, but it looks pretty dang clean. I see some scratches. Okay, I can't tell there, but we are out of sleeves on the first one anyways, so I gotta go back to the box here. So it'll just be a second. But yeah, guys, I think honestly, I think this is gonna be this part of the video. Maybe I record some other stuff, but maybe I'll just show you guys the finished product here when I'm done. I feel like you guys kind of saw a lot. I don't know. No, I don't know. Like this video is going everywhere. Maybe I just make it a series where we just talk about stuff and I go over re-sleeving everything. Let me see if I can make it through these cyber dragons here, and then we'll probably call it good. But I really can't tell which one that I pull because I thought there was one that I didn't pull. I feel like this one. Hold on, let me stand up here really quick. You guys can't see me anyway, so I feel like this one has stuff on it. I really can't tell. I actually really can't tell. Okay, we'll just set this one here and we'll go over it later. But okay, nothing you can do. I mean, definitely. So, I mean, this one I think I pulled myself, and then there's this one. Hold on, let me check this one again. This is all going all over the place, but hope you guys just enjoy me going all over the place. I feel like this is the one that I didn't pull. Like it has something on there. Honestly, I can't tell anymore. I can't tell. I should have gone through this more efficiently, but it's okay. We'll do that. We'll just set this one here. It's gonna be that one for the time being, or actually no. So that's ADDS. So that's actually going to be the one from the Duelist Pack 10 that we can't pull. Maybe one day we'll actually pull it. And I'll keep these 3. These ones over here, just for now. And yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this part. If I decide to continue, I'll decide to continue. Maybe we'll finish another part. Or I can do, yeah, we'll finish another part because I feel like I kind of ran out of stuff to talk about, and this is gonna take way longer than I thought to do for like a whole video. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just do a little finishing part here, and I'll post that here for the collection. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post this video, and then once I'm done with everything, guys, I'll show you like a video of like everything that I put into the binder, and you guys can see the collection. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We got through a lot. I can't talk very much anymore, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will make sure you guys see all the beautiful stuff in this binder. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, welcome back, everybody. So this is this final part of the video. So believe it or not, this is like 2 weeks after I recorded the first part you guys saw. I was a psychopath thinking I was going to be able to finish like completing this whole binder and like putting everything in there in like the hour or two I allocated and like the conversations. Guys, I was dead. Like after a little while, it took me 2 or 3 more hours to finish everything in sleeving, and I actually ran out of sleeves, so I had to order more to finish everything. But guys, you're gonna see everything now. So in the end of the video, I kind of said, after I was done rambling, that I'm just gonna show you everything in the binder so you see an update and kind of what the new goal is. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that now, and you can see everything that I have completed so far. So yeah, guys, I'm very excited. Like this is really really cool stuff. I moved the light a little bit back so there isn't too much of a glare. But yeah, here is all of these bad boys here. This is like supers and ulties and everything in there from like CRV. And we're just gonna go down the line. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a super long one. And but yeah, I just had some things to talk about. I thought it'd be a cool idea to talk about stuff and show you guys the binder kind of here. Kind of flash around a few things. But yeah, the binder looks amazing, guys. I do love it in this little blue cardware binder. And guys, we really just don't have much to go. You see a few blank spots. Some of these are tougher cards. As you can see, this one's not in an orange sleeve because it's a placeholder. So anything that's not an orange sleeve or like the color matching sleeve is a placeholder. We have like ultis and stuff over here. Yeah, guys, we got it done, man. Like, ooh, we got these ultis over here. Got the cyber end stuff here, and yeah, we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's really not going to take us much longer. And I will say in this video at the very end here, I did I did lie. So, and thing I lied about is basically that we aren't doing playsets. And while that is true, I am still going to do playsets of my favorite cards for Chimera Tech Overdragon, because he's my favorite card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So we just need one more JP copy, but I already have 3 mint what is it, English ultis. Like I'll show you guys this one. This is the European copy. This thing is spectacular, guys. Like this thing is super clean. I got this from my boy Adrian, or King Sidra. Yeah, this thing is super clean. But yeah, guys, these are not leaving the binder. They're staying in. Like, I'm never taking that card out again. That's like the last time I'm ever taking it out. There's really not much. Like, we just need a few spots. Some empty spots are actually just stuff from like newer sets that came out in like Japan. I need to pick up like some of the new ultimate rares from like the QC CP whatever set. I can't remember the set code name, but as you can see, lots of stuff filled here. Just a few minor cards here that need that are placeholders. Some placeholders there, but these are like all good. So yeah, most of these here are just like they reprinted Power Bond in like a quarter century and like the ultimate rare, I'm pretty sure. So that's just spots for those. And then yeah, so here is the rest of the spells here. Like what is it, Cyber Emergency here, which is a manga card and just a good card for cyber decks. Like, it's kind of cool. It does have like a quarter century and some other stuff here. This is just blank extra space in case something else decides to show up. And then guys, here is all the extras. These are all the extras that I have that are still mint or that I pulled myself, and they're just gonna sit back here. This is why I ran out of sleeves, because I had so much extra stuff. So it's still part of the binder, it's just not in the front showcasing everything. But I have lots to go around. Lots to go around of this clean mint stuff. Like random ultis, dual terminal, like ultra rare stuff. Like, you have this ulti here, like just lots of stuff. And I almost didn't put all these in the binder. They barely fit. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy, guys. Just lots of cool stuff, like the 2 misprints there. And yeah, pretty much that is it back here, guys. Just have like 1 page, 2 pages, like just left over. But that is the binder, and I just wanted to show you that. I apologize for not being able to fit everything in the whole first part of the video, but I was dying, and there was no way I was going to be able to do that. But you guys can take a look here. This is my new updated goal for the Cyber Dragon binder. I think it's more doable. I think it's more in reach, and it's not going to be over the top, but it's still going to be classy. It's still going to be high end. It's going to be my favorite cards. It's going to be low end stuff. Just, yeah, it's overall, this thing is going to be my pride and joy in my collection besides some of my sealed stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be doing some more videos like this. Maybe if I don't have a billion cards to sleeve, I'll do some other topics here. And I do have cards to sleeve, and they won't be like, you know, like 300 cards like this one. Like I outdid myself. But thank you guys so much for watching. We have some new content coming on the channel here soon. We'll maybe do some more openings, some more chats, like I said. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.